The bond vigilante's out in force. The yield on the 10-year is nearing a 2-year high. So the question is whether or not the Fed is losing control of the bond market. Well, let's start talking some numbers with Dr. Ron Paul. He is a former U.S. representative and a highly respected voice on the economy. So, Dr. Paul, thank you very much for joining us today.
You're welcome. Nice to be with you.
My first question to you, sir, is are you concerned about the sell-off in the Treasury market?
Yeah, I watch that very closely. And the one thing that I've learned over the years and also have learned from Austrian economics is you can predict trends pretty well, but timing is a little more difficult. But it seems to me personally that the bull market in bonds, which has been going on since about 1980, 30-some years, I think it's at an end, and people talk about whether or not the Fed's losing control because they are very, very powerful, especially when you have a reserve currency and especially when we have a wealthy country and a good economy. But I think things are changing. And also, governments as well as central banks eventually lose control. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. There's no gigantic increase in interest rates, but I think it's significant enough that maybe you're not going to see lower interest rates and that the bond rates and the mortgage rates are going to be higher no matter what the Fed does. But if interest rates go up in spite of everything the Fed can do to try to keep them down, I think that spells big trouble, not only for our economy, but for the whole world economy.
And of course, this all comes at a big time of flux because everybody knows, sir, that the Fed Chief Ben Bernanke is going to be stepping down at the end of the year. So I just want to play a little word play with you here, a little word association on his potential replacements. I'm going to give you the name. You tell me the very first words that come to your mind. So first off the bat, we have Janet Yellen.
Keynesian economists would do the same thing that the other Fed chairmen have done in the past.
Larry Summers.
Identical, except his administrative function might be slightly different, but believes